The summer sun glowed over the quiet village, spreading its golden light across the fields. The air smelled of ripe mangoes and wet soil. A young boy named Arav had come to visit his grandfather for the summer holidays. He loved this village, the green fields, the slow river, and most of all, the calm voice of his grandfather, who always had stories that carried lessons hidden inside them. Every morning, Arav would run around the courtyard, chasing butterflies, feeding the hens, and helping his grandfather water the plants. Life there was simple, peaceful, and full of laughter. One afternoon, while sitting under the old neem tree, Arav looked up and said curiously, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me how to be successful?" His grandfather, an old man with gentle wrinkles and eyes full of wisdom, smiled softly. "Of course, my child," he said, "but I won't tell you how. I'll show you." Arav tilted his head, confused. "Show me?" Grandfather stood up slowly, picked up his wooden walking stick and said, "Come with me. I have something to teach you." They walked to a nearby nursery, a place full of colors, life, and the sweet fragrance of blooming flowers. Arav's eyes lit up as he looked around at the rows of plants, each one unique in size and shape. His grandfather bought 2 small saplings, tender and green, and carried them home carefully. When they reached home, Grandpa said, "Now, Arav, watch carefully. This is your first lesson." He took the first sapling and planted it inside the house in a large pot near the window. Then he walked outside, dug a small patch of earth in the open yard, and planted the second sapling under the open sky. When he was done, he turned to the boy and asked, "Tell me, Arav, which of these 2 plants do you think will grow stronger and taller?" Arav thought for a moment, then smiled proudly. "The one inside the house. It's safe there. No animals, no storms, no strong sunlight. The one outside has to face too many dangers." Grandfather chuckled, brushing the dust off his hands. "Well, let's wait and see, my boy. Let time show us which one truly grows." The days passed like flowing water. The boy spent the rest of the summer playing in the fields, helping his grandpa and climbing the mango trees. But after a few weeks, the holidays ended, and it was time for him to return to the city. Before leaving, he glanced at the 2 small plants, one inside the house, growing quietly in its pot, the other outside, swaying under the open sky. He smiled at the indoor plant and whispered, "You'll be the bigger one when I come back." Grandfather just smiled knowingly. 4 years later, the seasons came and went, summer, rain, and winter. The boy grew older, busier, more focused on school and friends. Then 4 years later, he came back to his grandfather's home, taller, wiser, but still carrying the same curiosity in his heart. The moment he stepped into the yard, the smell of the earth and the chirping of birds filled him with nostalgia. After a warm hug, Arav said, "Grandpa, do you remember? I asked you how to be successful, but you never told me. You only planted those 2 little plants." Grandfather's eyes sparkled. "Yes, I remember, my child. Come me, let's see what those 2 plants have to say today." They first walked inside the house, where the small potted plant still stood near the same window. It had grown, yes, but only a little. Its leaves were green, but its trunk was thin, weak. Its roots were trapped, unable to spread beyond the pot. Grandfather smiled softly. "Do you remember this one, Arav?" Arav nodded. "Yes, it looks the same, just a bit bigger." Then they walked outside. The moment they stepped into the yard, Arav froze in awe. The second plant, the one that was planted in the open ground, Satu, had turned into a massive tree. Its roots had spread deep into the earth. Its branches stretched wide, full of leaves that swayed gently in the summer breeze. Birds sat on its branches, and people rested under its shade. Arav's eyes widened. "Grandpa, this one grew so much. It's huge." Grandfather smiled, his gaze warm but serious. "Yes, my boy. Tell me, which one of these do you think is more successful?" Arav laughed softly. "The one outside, of course, but how? It faced rain, storms, and the heat. It should have been destroyed. The other one was safe." Grandfather looked up at the tree and said calmly, "Safety doesn't make you grow, my child. Struggle does." Arav listened carefully as the old man continued. The plant inside was protected. It faced no challenge, but its safety became its cage. Its roots had nowhere to go, its strength never tested. But this tree, He pointed toward the huge trunk. This one faced storms, winds, and heat, yet every challenge forced its roots to dig deeper, made its trunk stronger. Every struggle became a teacher. That's why today it stands tall, proud, and unshaken. They both stood in silence for a while, the boy lost in thought, the grandfather smiling softly at the lesson he knew was sinking in. Then the old man placed a gentle hand on his grandson's shoulder and said, "Remember, Arav, comfort is beautiful, but it never creates strength. If you always choose the easy path, you'll never grow beyond the limits of your pot." He pointed at the tree again. "But if you step outside your comfort, if you face the storms and still stand tall, then no obstacle can stop you, not even the biggest one." The boy looked up at the tree, its branches spread like arms of victory, and he understood. The realization later that evening, as the orange sun began to set, Arav sat quietly on the porch thinking. He realized that the greatest strength doesn't come from avoiding difficulty. It comes from facing it, from learning, adapting, and refusing to give up. He turned to his grandfather and asked softly, "So, success isn't about being safe, is it?" Grandfather smiled. "No, my child. Success is not about avoiding storms. It's about learning to dance in the rain," he continued. "When life challenges you, when things get hard, don't run. That's when you're growing your roots. That's when life is testing how strong you truly are." Arav nodded slowly. "So when every problem I face and every failure is actually making me stronger." "Exactly," Grandpa said. "The storm that bends you today will become the reason you stand tall tomorrow." The boy smiled. For the first time, he wasn't afraid of failure. He realized that his struggles were not enemies. They were his teachers, a deeper meaning as days passed. Arav spent more time under that tree, reading, writing, and sometimes just sitting silently. He noticed how the tree provided shade without asking for anything in return, how its roots went unseen but held everything together. He realized that people are just like trees. Our roots are our experiences, our hardships, and our lessons. The deeper our roots, the higher we can rise. Before returning home, Arav looked at his grandfather one last time and said, "Grandpa, I think I understand now. The storms that scare us, they're actually helping us grow." Grandfather smiled proudly. "Yes, my boy. Always remember, the path to success is not paved with comfort. It's carved through struggle, patience, and perseverance." He leaned closer and said, "Obstacles are not walls meant to stop you. They are steps meant to raise you higher." Years later, time flew by. Arav grew up, finished his studies, and started his own small business. In the beginning, it was tough, full of mistakes, failures, and sleepless nights. But every time he wanted to give up, he remembered that tree. He remembered his grandfather's words. Comfort never builds strength. Struggle is the soil where success grows. He faced challenges, learned from them, adapted, and kept moving forward, one day at a time. Years later, he returned to his village once again, not as a boy, but as a man. The same giant tree still stood there, taller and stronger than ever. Arav smiled, walked to it, and placed his hand on its rough bark. He whispered, "You taught me how to grow, old friend." A cool breeze passed through the leaves, and for a moment, it felt like the tree itself was smiling back. Moral of the story, just like the plant that grew strong under the open sky, you too will grow through challenges. Life's storms are not here to destroy you. They're here to prepare you. Every hardship strengthens your roots. Every failure shapes your foundation. And every struggle brings you closer to your success. So don't chase comfort. Chase growth, because the tallest trees are the ones that face the strongest winds.